Hello friends, and if you're new here, my name is Molly Bird and welcome to my channel. I haven't been on here for a while. It's been 2 weeks maybe, and life just, I was busy and I hadn't had a lot of time to do these electrical lights that I wanted to do for this video. So it won't be about that, but it will be about other things. So I want to show you these novels that I loved and I read, and they have to do with houses, so I thought that was kind of neat. And I thought I'd put them up in the miniature room in a table that maybe I'll just collect some novels that I read that has to do with houses, so that kind of goes with the miniature room. I don't know, I thought that'd be kind of fun. So I also am an avid reader on top of being a miniaturist, and I have a kitty cat too. I don't know if you see him back there. Hi Pip, he's sleeping in his chair. And so yeah, it seems like a lot of people that like miniatures and dollhouses love to read, and they also love cats. I don't know why this is, it just seems to be. So I thought that was interesting because I just noticed that it seems like we all have that in common. And so I thought, since you do kind of have that in common, maybe some of my viewers here also love to read. And so I will show you the books. So the first one is Coming Home, it's called, and it's kind of a fat novel, and it's very good. It's Rosamund Pilcher. She obviously is a renowned author, and she did The Shell Seekers that a lot of people know about. It was a movie, and this is just a really nice, cozy read about a family, and it's not all cozy though. There's some drama in here, and it's really good though. I mean, even as big as it is, let me see how many pages it is. It is 935 pages, but for some reason I read it pretty fast because it was so good. And I also love this era, the 1930s and 40s and even 50s, and books about that era. So that's another reason why I love this book so much. And the other one is The Dutch House. It's very, another renowned, this is a Pulitzer Prize finalist, Anne Patchett. It's been around for a while. And this one, well, 2019, so actually it's newer than I thought it was. This was a really good book. This one I read really fast. It was just a page turner for sure. And this one also is nice. It's Anne Napolitano. I never read any of her other books, so I'm sorry, I'm getting her name wrong. Anne Napolitano. Tino. Oh my goodness, I'm probably butchering that up. Within Arm's Reach. I hadn't read this one for some time, and honestly, I have to refresh my memory on it. I know she's known for Hello Beautiful, and I have not read that one, and a lot of people have. But this is a spellbinding debut by best-selling author Anne Napolitano. Is a poignant reminder of how connected we are to those we love, even when we cannot find the words to say it. The unforgettable story of 3 generations of large Irish Catholic family within arm's reach is a rich and satisfying novel from the author beloved for the way she chronicled life's highs and lows in aching precision. Now, I don't know why I can't remember this one as much. I definitely need to reread this one. I read so many books that sometimes I always like the kind of same type of book, so I do mix up in my memory what was what book, and then I get a little confused. It's kind of like dreaming, you know how if you dream, things get mixed up, I guess. So I can't really even tell you what this one. I love the feeling of this song. It has like this velvety texture to the book, and I just think the beautiful colors in here and the shadows. Whoever was the illustrator of the cover obviously is a really good artist, and I just love the cover of this. And then lastly, for my books that I have in my little collection with houses, is the Library of Lost Dollhouses. So obviously this is about a dollhouse, and totally about miniatures and dollhouse, but it's a novel fiction. And this one I wouldn't say was on my top 10 of books to read, but I do think it was fun to read. It was a fun read. And some people might like it better than I did, but I definitely would recommend reading it if you love miniatures and doll houses. So I just wanted to show you this book too. And it is from Elise Hooper is the author on this one. And then I also have something that came in the mail today, little miniature items for the doll houses. And after I show you those, I'm gonna go upstairs and show you those 2 rooms again. I know in the past I showed them to you, but if you're new here, obviously you haven't seen them. And the rooms that I put the doll houses in, and my husband and I redid those 2 rooms last year, and all the floors and everything, just for my miniature doll houses and my miniatures. And so Kitty Pippi wouldn't get in them, which helps as well. Gosh, I can't believe I forgot to show you this one. This is like my favorite of all those. It's called The Good House by Anne Leary. And Anne Leary, if you know Dennis Leary, that's her husband, the comedian. And this one I've read twice. That's how much I loved it. And I saw the movie, and the movie stars Kevin Kline and Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney Weaver's the main character, and it is so good, you guys. It is hilarious and tragic and sad and happy. It's all the things. So the movie's ending is way different than the book. Well, kind of way different, but they're both good. Of course, I always like the novels better, usually, but in this case, I don't know. It's a toss-up. I liked them both so much. Totally highly recommend reading this one, too. So here I have a bunch of little miniature things, hodgepodge of stuff. And you think I'd have enough little miniatures like this, but I don't, it seems like. And I am redoing the house upstairs that is going to be the Mother Goose house. If you followed me about that, then you know what I'm talking about. But in future videos, I will show you the Mother Goose house. And these are mostly for that, which I guess I should have held off and showed you these when I'm doing that. But I had them today, so I was too impatient to wait. And this is one thing I got. So I wanted something that looked worn, and this definitely does. And it's gonna be in the Mother Goose house. I just thought it was really cute. And yes, it looks a little stained almost, but I like that look. I don't know if that's intentional or not, or it's just old, but it will work perfect in that house. And then I have a little greenhouse that I showed in one of my videos, I think the last video, and I'm going to add little things to that greenhouse. And one of the things I'm going to add is this, and I think this is adorable. It looks like it's in dirt and little spring flowers. And then I also have some pots with flowers that I'm going to add to that greenhouse. And this all will be going beside the Mother Goose house. And then in the Mother Goose house, I did want to get a sewing machine, and this is just neat because it's old-fashioned sewing machine, like a Singer sewing machine. And this is heavy metal. And this I thought would look cute in her house too, with the butterflies coming out of the box, and the background looks like it's newspaper, and this is a metal frame. And then I had gotten 2 more metal frames. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. If I'm going to make something to put inside them, but I'm going to do something with those to put in the house. And then I have some baskets I want to put in the house, and I might put these in the kitchen, and I'm thinking of hanging them. So there's a bunch of baskets, and then I do have a big basket here that I have to figure out something with that I think will be adorable in there. And then I have this wooden shelf. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. Either it's going to go in the kitchen. I'm going to paint it though, I think, and just make it look a little aged. And I could also put this in the little greenhouse I had, so I can put things on top of it, because let me show you that little greenhouse. The problem with this little greenhouse inside is there is no shelf. So I was thinking about putting a shelf in this, like on the side. It's so small, but at least it would be something Yeah, I could put up the window even. Something that I could use for putting, you know, pots on and stuff. So I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll do it. I'm just gonna set it in here for now because I'll use that for in the greenhouse, and of course this will go in here. So all the things for the greenhouse I'll put in here, so then when I put all this together, I have them in one place. And then I also have, I've always wanted an ironing board for this iron table that I have in the 1940s house. And when we go upstairs, I'll probably put this up there because that house is already done. And there also is a stand for it. You can just do it like that because that's what that's for. And, or base, I don't know what you call that. That's what you put the hot iron on. And then I also have these cute utensils, and these will go into the Mother Goose house in her kitchen. I might age those a little too because they're pretty shiny looking. Maybe I make them look a little bit more aged. I have a couple things for next Christmas. I couldn't resist this. It is the sweetest looking. I've always wanted one and I have never gotten one. And this is a gingerbread house. Obviously, it has lots of detail. This one's very, very teeny tiny, little detail everywhere. It's so little, even with my glasses on, I can barely see all the detailing. But I could put that in one of the houses, or I could put it in the bakery. So it could either or. And then the other thing I have that I'm gonna do at the Mother Goose house, on the walls, there's this tile, and they're all random different. Some have fruit on them. And they're hollow, which is kind of interesting. Well, they're not really hollow, but they're lightweight, I should say. And they are ceramic, they're not plastic. And I just thought those would look really neat on the wall. So it's real homespunny looking. And like a grandma would have, or Mother Goose. And yeah, I think that's gonna be really fun. I can't wait to do this. So I'm gonna do the Mother Goose house this spring when it's warm out, so I can do it on our back porch maybe. I don't know with the kitty though. I probably would have to do it upstairs. But with the windows open so I can hear the birds chirping, and that will really get me in the mood for doing the Mother Goose house and all the nature with it, and oh, that's gonna be exciting. So there's that. And then for next Christmas, because this isn't a while for this, but I did see this little basket with just things in it, and candy canes. It's so detailed and sweet. I had to get it. And all these things I had purchased on Lisa's Littles, and I will put her in the description. She is on Facebook and also on eBay. I did get this big table. It's I thought it was a coffee table. I should have looked at the measurements better. It's way bigger than I wanted. It has legs on it. That did in shipping busted off, so that kind of sucked. I don't even know if it might be a dining room table. It's actually a dining room. I thought it was a coffee table, but it's dining. So that was a little bit of a bust, literally. I didn't pay a lot for it, so I'm not sure. Maybe it will work in the Mother Goose house. On the one end, I could have a dining room set or a dining room table. Maybe I want that with all this surface because I could put a lot of really fun things on it. So maybe it will work after all, but I was a little bummed because I wanted a coffee table. But that is my own fault because I probably didn't look exactly what the measurements were. So my fault. It's a solid wood piece though, so it's really nice. Okay, now we can go upstairs and I'll show you everything. And this table here with this lamp on it, is where I'm putting the books. So they go in there. There's still a lot of room for more house-themed books here. So this is one of the rooms, and this room I have the 2 doll houses. This one I call my Late Victorian house. And this one is the Victorian house. That is just the Victorian house. And of course, the room. And I do have a chair over here, just if I ever want to sit and read here. I never do though, so I don't know if I'll keep it there or not. But I have a cute little lamp here that, you know, I can turn on. Yeah, so this is what this looks like. For now, we do have a few more things we want to do to this room, but we have to do the doors, and over here we're going to do some molding and a little peek in this little dollhouse, which is a big dollhouse. Of course, in future videos I'll show you more, and I have lots of videos that show all the details of this house. And the Victorian over here is going to be the next thing I'm going to show you guys. Future soon is furnishing inside all of these rooms, and I excitingly have new wallpaper that just arrived the other week, and it's this, and this is a peel and stick, it's called, because when I got this dollhouse, this wallpaper was coming off, so I just peeled it off, and then I'm keeping the back though, because I love that wallpaper, and I've been trying forever to find something that matches it, and I cannot find anything exact. And the ceiling's gold, which is neat how it reflects, but this is the closest I could get. I think it will work though. I really do. So I'm excited about it, and you can kind of see it. The back's there, and then put these back here so you can see. I do think it's gonna work. The contrast I think will be fine on the sides. And I will do this on, so you can see me do it and show you the after too. And then I am going to finish this room with doing grout, because I have to grout this yet, and I have to grout this. And I have to put the rest of the wallpaper back here because I didn't get it done yet. And so that's what this is, the tile wallpaper, and it's textured, so it's pretty cool. But I'll be doing all these rooms with furnishing because I have all the furniture already, so. And then this room is where the other dollhouses are, the Beacon Hills that I'm electrifying now, that I will have done soon. I'm always saying I'm having things done soon, and then life gets in the way, but I am really gonna have it done soon. And this is the other Victorian that I called my Asian Victorian because it has kind of an Asian looking roof line on it. But it's my 1940s home too, because the inside is all 1940s thing. And this one is where I'm gonna put the iron. So I'm gonna do that right now. And viewers that have been with me for a while know this house, but if you're new here, here it is. And let me put the ironing board up, because here it is. And this is in the little, this is a room that the teenager's in, and this is her maid here. It's not her maid, but the adults of the house hired her, Lucy. And this girl wants an iron, or maybe it's Lucy that wants the iron. So here's the ironing board, and I'll put the iron on it. So there that is with the iron, and this ironing board and iron might end up in the Mother Goose's house, but for now I kind of like it there. And then we have this little girl back here. I'll call her Tabitha. I don't know why, she looks like a Tabitha to me. So this room I always adored. I like them all though, of course. But then I'm going to show you the Mother Goose house in disarray. And this is a sweet little room closet that we opened up that is where the Mother Goose house is at this point. And it's right down here. And this was a kit that was my daughter's from when she was a little girl that I made. And it is going to be the Mother Goose's house. But I'll show you another date more what this looks like. I did put this mosaic floor down in it. This is where the tiles are going to be that I showed you in this kitchen. I have moss. I have all the things. I have Yeah, I'm really ready to go on this house. Now that table, I don't know, that dining table might be a little big in here. We'll see. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching and thanks for coming back. If you're new here, thanks for being here, and subscribe and like if you like the channel. And I will see you soon. Bye. Yes, I am talking about you. I am talking about you not getting in the dollhouses. You cannot get in them, right? You're really good about not doing that, aren't you? As long as you don't have the access to get into them. You want to say hi to everybody? Want to say hi?